Hey, what's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Eman Music from Real and Uncomfortable. I'm here with my co-host, Ctez.
Yes, sir.
Rayven.
Hey, y'all. All right, listen, y'all, I'm trying to put you on game. There's this new seltzer out there. So if you're trying to relax and feel a high without the hassle of smoking, make sure you stay tuned in to what we got to say.
We found it. We have it for you. It's legally highest, the world's first THC seltzer.
For sure. I mean, with only 5 calories and 15 calories, they got 2 different flavors. You got mango, you got lime. So if you got a little sweet tooth, definitely tap into the lime.
Definitely feeling that mango.
You know, if you're around the kids and you want to drink something discreet, this is the perfect refreshing drink. Sip it, nobody knows what's going on. You can enjoy a little high, you know what I mean?
Listen, you know what I heard?
Uh-huh.
You can get high in 20 minutes,
That's
right?
quick as
I think
hell.
their slogan is like, get high in the blink of an eye. You know how fast I blink?
But you do have to be 21 or older to enjoy. So drink responsibly.
If you want to try some, definitely check out the website, legallyhighest.com, and make sure you use the code POLY20. Okay, you get a discount. Let's make it happen.
So remember, guys, if you're trying to spice up your chill time, feel a little buzz, make sure you drink Legally Highest THC Seltzer and tune in to Real and Uncomfortable.
Stay elevated, everyone.
Stay elevated.
It's about to get real uncomfortable. Yeah, real and uncomfortable. It's about to get real uncomfortable. Yeah, real and uncomfortable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Ctez, and we're here with Real and Uncomfortable.
Yes,
To my
sir.
right, we have the wonderful Miss
Ray-Bans.
and my guy.
E-Man Music
Yes, sir.
with a K.
With a K.
With a K.
Oh,
AKA Slick.
right. Slick. I mean, my boy's shining too. Hold
just
on.
about
When
to
is
say.
this the
You
first
look
time you
good.
seen that
Beard
rope
coming
chain
together.
too?
It's coming
Right.
in. The
Got
little
new
after.
conditioner
looking milk
going on.
done.
Is that a new ring too? What
That's,
you doing?
that's called stress-free.
Okay.
He
Stress
found him a
free.
good woman.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Wifey.
Hey
Oh,
man,
yeah.
hey man.
I love that. I love that.
I mean, I guess I do need to find me a good woman.
It's key. It's
Apparently.
important.
Apparently, what I'm doing is not the right thing.
It's probably
I
the
would-
most important decision
Look,
you'll ever
man,
make.
I just drink water and mind my business.
I don't know about
That's
all
I do.
that, but
I drink water and mind my business. You know, we do some things over the weekend. I did some bookings and some things like that, right? Help with some music videos.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we did. We just did Ctez Eman's new videos coming out very soon. I'll let
big
him.
lit.
I don't want to reveal anything.
You got a
too
song
much.
name or
I'm not sure.
you gonna let him drop that?
I'm gonna let him drop that.
Dope,
We're gonna
dope,
bring
dope.
that for you though. We're gonna bring that for you. Do that for the big homie.
Dope,
Um,
dope.
But yeah, you know, all the back and forth that have to do with that, all the drama. But again, I'm drink water. I mind my business.
Mind your
I stay out of
business,
trouble.
hey.
I stay out of trouble.
As you should.
Right. Even though other people say I'm the bad guy, I'm the villain.
Listen, if the shoe fits.
Look, man. E, tell him about how good your love is in this situation and all the things that have you thriving.
No, I'm just focused on, the studio, family, my son. Just keeping it
He is
simple,
so
man.
handsome.
Life, man, that boy is different. Thank you. That
You're
boy
welcome.
is different. Nah, yeah, keeping it simple, family life, learning family life.
There it
It's
is.
definitely something different.
There it is.
What's the biggest change so far, you think?
What is the biggest change? I don't think they're all big changes. But one thing that I'm grateful for is that, like, before I got into this relationship, I was already making a change, preparing me for the relationship.
You worked
Yeah.
on yourself.
I feel
You
like
worked on
that
yourself.
was the biggest,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, biggest help with this situation. Basically, staying out of trouble, starting to get more selective with the environments that I place myself in, getting rid of people who are, I would
Bad
say,
influences.
bad influences. Just cleaning
Is
up
that why
my
you stopped chilling with me?
environment. A little bit, man. You
Damn.
you
Good for
taking me
you.
to
That's why you look so good right now. He's stress free, no grades, none of that.
Nah, look. Tell me. I mean, you a single young man. You feel me? So it's certain situations that I just had to kind of just take a step back. Which ain't
So,
nothing
man.
wrong. It's not. It's not a
Bro.
stab at nobody. It's not. But you just gotta you gotta put yourself in a different space mentally in order to
If this is what it gets me, man, I might be doing the same
Listen,
thing soon, brother.
He needs a mentor. I think.
Wow.
Let's sign him up for
That's crazy.
But take your time because you don't want to rush that process either.
Look. I might need a mentor, but she needs an exorcist. So
Damn.
Oh.
it's all good.
Oh.
It's all good.
Oh, Let me rebuke that real quick.
But yeah, we keeping it simple, keeping it chill, keeping it calm. You know what I mean?
Speaking of these sinners out here.
Where they at though? Listen,
Right.
nah, I've been staying out of trouble. Okay, I'm not even outside no more. I'm
Beautiful.
inside, getting my life together.
Do you enjoy it though?
You saw me, right?
All right. Okay. Then you need to find them.
She
There
was
you go.
You know, I'm like that person who's outside looking at everybody out the window, like, wow, that looks fun. But you know what?
Squidward.
I know once I step outside, it ain't nothing but trouble. So
It's-
stay
go.
tuned.
outside is
Let's
looking nasty.
see how long this lasts.
Outside is getting real nasty out. It's getting real nasty out. I don't know if y'all saw recently, but our favorite, our resident red hair leading lady of female rap right now, Sexy Red. I don't know if this is true. Please, somebody confirm or deny. She's coming out with a line of lip glosses with
Please don't say it.
some creative names
What you
of
mean?
them. Raven, do you know about
No,
this?
I don't know what you're talking about, but if it has anything to do with eating ass, then
Booty hole brown is one of the colors.
Oh my god, bro.
first of all, let's see if we can get a partnership with that, because I love lip gloss.
Ew,
yo.
no, booty hole brown.
Like nudes on my skin is like fire. Like I would, right?
The booty hole brown.
Booty
though?
hole brown, pussy
As long,
pink.
as long as it
No,
doesn't
no,
smell
no,
like
no.
the title,
Yeah.
I'm all
But
good.
why would you associate? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too old for this, man.
At this point, it's branding, and we know that people don't necessarily need to be the cleanest to brand. You know, whatever's catchy, whatever you know is working, run with it.
I guess I'm gonna plead the fifth on that
Listen,
one.
I'm gonna leave her all the way alone because she
Right.
got these females out here wilding.
Hey man, speaking of wilding, let's get to this thing. I'm excited.
What?
Your idea.
Oh yeah. So one thing that I want to start doing is getting some real and uncomfortable confessions. So not just confessions. If you have questions or if you need advice, I want people to start like submitting questions, anonymous stories. We not gonna expose the name.
They
We
will
gonna keep
remain
it, yeah, we gonna
anonymous.
Keep
They
it
will
anonymous.
remain anonymous.
Just for the fun of it. Like people really have some interesting stories.
Listen,
And we know y'all want to share it. We know
Yeah,
you want to
just
get it off
if
your
you want to
chest.
get it off your chest,
Yeah.
you could do that. You know what I mean? So just right on Instagram at Real and Uncomfortable. You can either send us a DM. Every once in a while we post a story where you can reply to the story. So make sure you tap in with us.
listen, tell your truth.
Tell you the truth.
All right, so this first one says, my fiance is lying to me. He has an OnlyFans account that I found out about. He is screenshotting females and taking pictures of his privates. First of all, okay.
He cheating.
How do I say something without him knowing that I went through his old phone? Fuck that part. I think he's cheating on me. Or is he about to cheat? What do I do?
He cheated already.
Okay, first off, the
See.
OnlyFans is one thing, right? I'm not gonna say he's not cheating, but I don't think that that's enough to say he's cheating. As a matter of fact, I would say
This is why.
no.
You're not glowing like you're
Hear-
glowing.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I would say that the fact that this man is not only on OnlyFans, but he's so interactive with OnlyFans that he probably can't cheat.
Listen, there's
Like,
so much.
can't
porn-
cheat?
There's so
No,
much.
he probably
porn.
is not.
Break it down
cheating.
for me.
Look, okay, so look, when it comes to those OnlyFans things, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time, these guys are paying for interaction. They're
Okay.
paying for the conversation. They're paying for simulated sexual interest.
Okay.
Right. So if he's on there, I would say, okay, I'm not gonna encourage more snooping, but if it turns out that he's spending a lot of money, then he's definitely not cheating. He's just indulging far more than he should in his OnlyFans endeavors. That's my take on it. I think that if those pictures that he's taking of himself is going to OnlyFans, then that's him being interactive with these girls that post for
Bruh.
OnlyFans.
But that's not cheating?
Paying is
I
an
would say-
interaction.
okay, if you want to consider that cheating, that's cheating. But I was talking about cheating in the conventional sense, like he's out here fucking.
No,
I don't think he's out here fucking.
That's the thing. Like
Maybe that's that. Let me be more clear.
Yeah, he might
I
not
don't
be
think
out
he's
here-
out here
right,
fucking.
he might not be out
but
here
if
physically
that's
cheating.
cheating for you guys,
Yeah.
then cheating
Not for,
is cheating.
not for you guys. That is cheating.
Okay.
I feel like
so
paying,
having an OnlyFans having
Paying-
an OnlyFans account is
paying
cheating.
for an interaction
right.
is wild. Like, especially when you do it for a specific person.
Now, see, okay. Time out. I think having an OnlyFans is not cheating.
Oh.
I think even like subscribing is not
Okay,
cheating.
see that, right?
Once there's an interaction of, hey, let me send you
This,
a
that,
dick
the third.
pic,
Right.
and you let me know what you, then that's
Then that's
inappropriate
cheating.
But
interaction.
I don't
Okay.
understand, like,
Okay.
so I don't have an OnlyFans, never been
Yeah.
on the website,
Yeah.
but what's the difference between that and like
Porn site.
Yeah, porn site? Because like I feel like you're getting the same function out of it.
I told you. If the difference is
I think they're actual
access.
people, yeah.
It's access. Because these are, okay.
So
these,
it's
these are people that you can reach.
Yeah,
It's-
these are people
yeah,
that are
so
reachable.
to me that's cheating. If it's like
Yeah.
one-to-one, like, oh, I'm paying for you to FaceTime with me, bro, that's cheating.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, how would you feel if your girl's over
Right.
here just like, you know,
Playing
getting
with yourself
busy,
in front of somebody
and
else.
it's
All right.
another dude, like,
Yeah.
like,
All right.
no,
I'm
like,
look,
y'all
look,
not-
I think that's cheating. That's right.
Y'all
Okay,
gotta cut her
fair
phone
enough.
bill off,
Fair enough.
like-
What's her question though?
She was like, for her first question was, how do I bring this up without letting him know I went through his phone? But I feel like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it doesn't
But
matter.
she said his old phone.
So it might be
So
old.
she got to do some real research. Like, is he doing?
Is this recent?
Did he stop? Is he still doing? Like, you know what I mean? But I think it's still worth
a
talking
conversation.
about because
Conversation.
if it happened during your relationship, definitely gotta have a conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like it doesn't
Like
matter.
my fault for going through your phone, but this is what I saw.
This is what I
and
found, yeah.
we gotta
women
talk
women
about it.
get gut feelings, you know. So I feel
Yeah.
like that gut feeling is enough.
That was something I wanted to talk to you about the last thing. You talking about how people unhappy and this, that, or the third, and she giving warning signs, right? What about this women's intuition that always tells women that they man is cheating,
It never fails.
but it doesn't tell them when they man's unhappy? Like, does it kick in the moment his dick touches something? Or is it like, do they get the warning signs along the way? Like, I'm not treating this nigga right, so he about to go find somebody else.
I don't think it necessarily works that way. What I can say though, like if you are a good woman, you will know when your man is off. Like if I sense some like, you know, tension or distance or we're not clicking,
Okay.
I'm always checking in like, hey, I'm just making sure you're good. Because sometimes I realize it's not even just about me. It could be work. It could be,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Finances. It could be so many things. So I can't take that personal. I'm not about to start acting different just because I see it from him. I'm going to come to the source. If you tell me, you know, we're good, you're good, like I'm chilling, bet. Like, you know, I'm going to keep
See, that was a good woman answer right there.
I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
She said, I'm going to check in with you. I'm going to ask you what's going on.
I feel like you have to, both
I'ma see
sides.
I
what's
think it's
happening with
important to
you.
check in with your partner.
Fantastic.
That's
fantastic.
crucial. Even if things are going good, it's still important to check in.
Yeah, absolutely.
How can
Okay.
we make it better?
My fault. I was about to take that left, and I kind of did. But we can get back to it. You got to have a conversation, miss.
Big time.
If you found those OnlyFans things and the dick pics in the old phone,
Big time.
you know, I wouldn't say try to check but have a conversation with
Listen,
man.
after that, I feel like it's all fair game. Like, him and your phone, I'm going to go in the bathroom, and we going through that shit. Like, DMs, phone, like, you know, WhatsApp. Now you got to check WhatsApp these days.
Yeah.
You got to call the
Nah,
pizza,
you got-
the
you gotta-
pizza place because
you
it's
got-
not even the pizza place. It's a bitch named
That's
Amber.
too much.
No.
man.
You know what you got to check now, too, that I heard that was just crazy to
Notes.
me? Pinterest.
Pinterest. Were you saying pictures?
Pinterest. I don't know how Shorty did it, but man, I gotta
feel
find
like
the
I
story.
heard something about
yes,
that.
man said he found out that his girl was cheating on him through she had a whole full blown relationship with a nigga going through Pinterest. Now notes is a different thing because you can share the note
Yeah,
and have mutual
that
leave
notes threw
messages.
me off.
Yeah, you can
What?
leave messages.
You could text
Right.
each other through
Through
notes.
notes?
Yeah.
Through notes. Yeah, but
That's wild. That's
yeah.
doing too much.
It's too
Look,
much,
man.
Isn't it
man.
easier to be faithful?
It's 1,000%
Yeah.
easier.
It's easier to just date somebody you fuck with.
Right.
Just do that. But yeah, I don't know. Final take on Shorty who found the OnlyFans.
Nah, you need to have a conversation.
See, that's her choking on that toxicity.
That guilt. What's
That
going on? I gotta call your manager.
Oh my God, I can't breathe. Oh my God, let me cry.
But yeah, no. Whoever sent that message, make sure you have a conversation with your man and really come together and really acknowledge the fact that y'all got to be open and honest with each other. If there's an issue, if he's having an issue with the marriage or whatever the situation is, he got to speak up on it. You know what I mean?
All right, next one. Sorry, let me catch my breath.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Advice, please.
Mm.
My partner was messaging an ex saying he loves her and misses her. And he wants her in his arms. He's saying it's not cheating because it wasn't physical.
Cap.
Opinions, please.
Cap.
It's just getting. Are these two
Cap.
related? Like,
Nah, I don't
they
think
dating
so.
the same nigga,
Right, they probably,
right?
That's crazy.
that's cap. I mean,
They-
what's your thought on the X thing?
Yeah.
To me, I just feel like don't ever come in my presence as if you want to, be anywhere with me if you're still in love.
1000%.
Heal that first.
Absolutely.
Handle that first, and I feel like it's okay. Like sometimes I realize like, and I'm guilty of it, leaving a relationship and going into another just because
Lily
I
padding,
feel like
lily
I'm
padding.
missing something. However, once I realize that person is getting serious, it's time for me to take a step back. So you know
Cut
what?
off
Like,
everything.
yeah, it's just like, you know what? I'm kind of here for comfort.
Right.
And if you can't handle that, then I'm a
Yeah, if
You
you
know, take
want
a step
something
back.
more than this than I'm trying to give you right now, then it can't
like
be
that's
what it is.
foul.
Yeah.
And I don't,
Selfish. Very selfish.
I just feel like it's so disrespectful to have, your girl having somebody being able to say that they have access, to your dude and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like I would never want any dude to feel like they have access to me if I'm in a relationship. Like
Yeah.
you're not about to clown my dude. He's not gonna look silly.
Boom.
Don't make me look silly and we're good.
All right.
I feel like it's that simple. When it comes
Yeah.
to exes, like, nah. Y'all could be cordial, but we keep it at that. It shouldn't be no messages about I miss you, I miss us, that's dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's dead.
Yeah.
What's cordial? Because
Cordial is happy birthday, happy new year.
Highs and buys.
Yeah.
And not even going out of your way really to say those things
Right.
either. Like if we happen to be in the same town,
Right.
and I see you at a restaurant, oh,
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Maybe how's your mother? Maybe if we was really cool like that. After that, it's just kinda,
It's done.
Let's just kind of
Yeah.
move on. Yeah.
how would you guys feel if your ex still continue relationships with your friend group? Like, would you guys feel any type of way with your friends?
So that's one of the reasons why I don't really like bring the people that I date around
Gotta
certain groups.
compartmentalize
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
sometimes.
You gotta know who the person's supposed to have access to, and it can't be
Mm-hmm.
full on access to where like unless you're married, that's different.
Yeah.
But when you're dating, it's like you have selective
fine line.
access to what I got going on. You know
I
what
think
I mean?
it can work. Don't get me wrong. I do think it can work. I think with men it gets tricky because you hear about how sometimes your friend be dirty macking. Sometimes, like, you know what I mean? Niggas is just waiting
the
on your
coldest
downfall.
thing ever,
and like you
man.
had that friend, the guy who was always like, "Yo, man, you got such a good one, yo. You so lucky to have this girl, da da da." And he'll be the first one to slide and be that shoulder to cry on.
Or the other way around. I've seen situations where dude would trash talk the girl.
Oh yeah.
Try to get you to break
Break
up
up
with
with
the
her
girl.
and
So I seen a video where dude literally did that. He was trash talking the girl, boom, boom, boom. Once they broke up,
But
smashed.
he didn't appreciate you, yeah.
Yeah, like that's
That,
crazy.
so
But
that's why that gets tricky for guys.
It's so wild to me though because I feel like in that relationship, you guys will put your boy over the girl you're with, and at the end of the day, like he's never gonna be as loyal
Well, it
than
depends.
the girl you're with. I mean, unless it's like a birth, friendship.
No, you're right. You're right. I do think that our because it's like your friend group is the ones who are gonna help rehabilitate you if that love of your life goes south, right? Most men, especially at our stage of life, have experienced that one serious heartbreak. Now, the thing that gets you out of that heartbreak is probably the camaraderie of your friends, right? Your homeboys. Don't get me wrong. If you have some niggas who you just met and your girl has proven to be a soldier for you, you have to acknowledge that. But I will say that it's almost second nature because the more you buy into your girl, like you ever heard that saying, your woman is your weakness?
I never heard of that.
Yeah,
Never.
As a man, like your
Like,
woman
for
is your
real?
weakness.
No, I'm dead serious.
Wow.
You never, wow. Yeah, well, there's a saying. It's like your woman is your weakness and your man is your strength, right? Like that's how
Who
they.
said that?
That's
I don't know, one of them Pluto dudes or something.
yeah.
Who said that?
Like
It's not even
Play-Doh
a plan.
soccer?
It's not even
Play-Doh
soccer?
a
I don't
planet
know.
anymore.
Look,
Not credible.
Gee, that's crazy. Look, I'm just saying that if I could explain it a little bit better, as you love a girl more, you become more
Soft.
susceptible to harm. Like whether it
soft.
be her betrayal, other people coming for her, you just become more vulnerable. Whereas with your guys have your back and they're ready to go to war for you.
Yeah.
Again, if you have a girl who proves that she is that one
Ride
for
or
you,
die.
and she is that ride or die, and she is, then yes, acknowledge her, definitely. But that's why you oftentimes see guys give more credit and more, you know.
Listen, that
Yeah,
shit make me want
leverage
to
to their
throw
guy.
up. So I just be like, listen, your boys, they
Also,
not loyal.
I'm not trying to hate, but a lot of ladies and I've seen recently have friends that ain't really their friends.
All right,
anyway.
next question.
Wait, but did we even answer that?
Next question. What, you wanted to answer something?
No, I wanted to see if we answered the question.
Nah, we did. He was cheating. Messaging his ex,
is it
right?
physical? Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't gotta be
Doesn't matter if
physical to
that's
cheat.
physical or
Yeah,
not.
he's
That's
cheating, and y'all gotta have a conversation. It's levels to cheating, but it's still cheating.
Look,
levels
man,
to this shit.
access
Yeah.
is everything.
Yeah.
If you giving your ex that type of
Access,
yeah,
that's a
you
problem.
fucking up.
Yeah,
All right, y'all ready?
yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on my fiance using an incognito tab to hide his search history? I feel like he's up to no good. He's been unfaithful in the past and promised to never do it again, but now he is hiding his search history. I've asked him, and what? She's not making no sense. He says he used it to hide porn. He looks at, he always looked at porn and didn't hide it before, so why now? It just seems shady to me. What are your thoughts?
Damn, yeah, that's shit. I mean, I was gonna ask, did he not like
Hide it before.
Yeah, hide it before.
Yeah.
Because my first thought, incognito mode, is like,
That's anything. I could be
Yeah.
searching for plane tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I guess when
For
you
who? Not for
no,
us.
No, I'm saying, but when you go incognito mode, searching for plane tickets,
Oh, I
yeah,
know
it
what you
removed-
mean.
yeah,
you
it
get
Yeah.
cheaper
removed the
tickets
cookie,
because they don't know where
cookies,
you're looking from.
Right,
So
right.
I
That's
don't.
true.
I don't.
I don't think that's common knowledge though. So
Yeah, no,
like,
that's
I'm not
smart as
gonna
hell,
hold
yeah.
you. Like, I don't think that's common knowledge.
Listen, they about to Netflix us and
Right.
charge for that shit.
Right.
I definitely think she needs to do, you know, what I was talking about in the last episode is to do her research, okay? And
Have a conversation.
no, you can't.
Nah,
No, you
there's no
can't have a
conversation
conversation
about
about this because what he's gonna do is
Lie?
either lie and deny. It's just those are the two mechanisms:
But
lie
so-
and deny.
All right. So the way that I work, right? I'll have the conversation
Mm.
and I'll lay all the cards on the table. You see what I'm saying? So that there's no confusion. If you mess up after we had that conversation,
But
We had the
but sometimes
conversation.
like men they get better. Like we have the conversation, and let's say it's like this is what it is. It's gonna be so many months before I can revisit that same topic. You know?
are you saying this of experience?
Yes, I am.
Jeez.
So what?
Men get better.
Who hurt you?
Actually, I've been hurt by a lot of people, but it's
Oh,
okay.
my
It's
God.
okay.
Oh,
We already
man.
know the story.
Right,
Y'all want to say
right.
it with me? Niggas
Right.
ain't shit.
Oh man, jeez.
Except for my current, you know, he's
There he
great.
goes. Give that man some
He's
props.
great.
Give that man some props.
I just feel like laying the cards on the table brings it back to ground zero. If you mess up at the ground zero, there's nothing else to say.
I don't know. See, my thing is when you have a feeling of distrust, then you should probably, you either need to comfort within yourself, like I'm ready for whatever happens and I see. Prepare yourself for that, for like to be undeniable proof that comes to you, or you let it go. Because, and I say this because I agree with Rayven that putting it on the table gives people an opportunity to
tighten
circumvent,
up.
to tighten up. Or like, even if it's like my behavior was crazy, let me take a step back. I'm getting wild. I'm doing too much. Let me be good for a couple months and then I'll redabble. Right?
Yeah,
Now,
but if you're doing dirt, you always gonna circle back.
that's true.
So my thing is, all right, cool. We had a conversation, we're on the same page. But once if we get to that point again, we already had a
But
conversation.
like,
I think you let him
feel
get
like
reckless.
being on incognito mode isn't enough.
yes,
Yeah, it's not
it's
probable- it's not probable
it's
cause.
not
Not
enough.
enough.
It's just
Yeah.
like it's like a key, access key, like to something bigger. She needs to figure out
What's going on.
what's going on.
I mean, maybe
But
he
on
just
her
into some
own.
weird shit.
yeah.
Maybe he just picked up a
But
weird.
but that's my problem. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm
No,
sorry.
you good.
But I feel like sometimes in relationships, people they don't show you their raw self. Like and like my goal is to not to change anybody or to make somebody feel like they have to be some type of way around me. Like I want the raw you, I'm gonna give you the raw me. But if you're hiding stuff, obviously it's something that you don't want me to know.
Right.
So you're not being your authentic self. If I address it, you're just gonna continue to hide.
Yeah.
What if
Damn, usually I'm playing devil's advocate.
Right?
Right,
I can't believe, like, you saw me, I moved a little bit closer to this side. Normally I'm facing this way.
What's going on?
what if my authentic self has a part of me that I want to keep just to myself.
Then be by yourself.
You know what I mean?
No, but that's what I felt.
Like everything. I like everything about you. Our chemistry is great. We have fun. I enjoy it to the fullest. But this part of me, I want to keep.
That's
to
just
myself.
But you can't.
me
say
knowing
that.
you, I know that you're not ready for
Yes,
this.
yeah.
And if I show you this, I'm gonna lose you. I don't want.
I do think that
That's not
everybody's
fair.
entitled.
That's not
no,
fair,
I think
though.
everybody's entitled to some level of privacy, even within a relationship.
I
That's why
agree.
I don't bat an eye at incognito mode. What really gets me is the fact that, something that's generally is behind that door of incognito mode was out in the open at first, and
That
now
part.
you're changing it up. That kind of
That
worries
part.
me. But I think that if you were to go into this relationship straight up, right, and you had incognito mode it was already
What
an
if he
established
just found
thing.
out about the plane tickets?
You know what?
Yeah, it's not fucking
You
plane
about to
tickets.
have a
Yeah,
whole
right.
lot of.
He
a
was
whole
on
lot more
TikTok and it was
information.
like, "Yo, do you know if you?"
Then,
you know what I mean?
then, like, why didn't he say that?
He's trying to surprise her for her birthday.
No,
You right.
No.
This man,
You know what I
we
mean?
got
Like-
it. We got it backwards.
Nah.
And
This
this
man
why I'm
is
saying,
saying.
this is why I'm saying she need proof, because that's what y'all about to say.
I'm just
Her
saying.
birthday in like the next 6 months.
Right, he got to save up.
No.
You know what I
You
mean?
gotta
Like,
save up.
Listen.
she, you're right. She definitely needs more proof. Incognito is not enough proof. You need more proof
Yeah.
to accuse somebody of cheating.
That's it. I think she's gonna have to pace herself, prepare herself for
Yeah.
the worst. If she wants to try to investigate more,
Nah, sis, investigate. Okay, investigate.
just look. Y'all gonna get yourselves in trouble with this investigation because if
We're gonna get hired.
If
okay?
I find
the FBI
Shorty,
will hire me.
if I find Shorty going through my shit and everything like that, now I feel like you projecting, low key. Like you feel.
This is what I mean. This is like the number one gaslight. That was projecting. Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm not going through your stuff like that. So if I'm going through your stuff, I must feel like that level of infidelity is possible in our relationship. And for me to do that, maybe I did observe something really crazy. But 9 times out of 10 is because I understand what's possible within myself.
Within yourself. Okay. Okay.
Sound like a therapist.
Right. Within yourself.
Let me get the couch ready. Like,
Carry on.
I agree with that. I agree with
right.
that.
But
Or possibly what you've seen in the past.
look, if you
know what I
got
mean?
some trauma,
Listen,
go
he
deal with
cheated in
that,
the
go
past.
heal. Okay, fair.
So-
You're right, fair. This one,
But you know what? He cheated in the past. He could be faithful. She could be dealing with some trauma because he cheated and she's being paranoid. It could be that.
that's exactly
Listen, but like, why are you
I'm just saying if it could.
hiding if you didn't hide before? That's just she needs to investigate.
The plane tickets.
Okay.
okay.
Y'all ready for the next one?
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of E-Man Music.
Ctez.
Ray-Bans.
Yes. And we got a tasty treat for y'all today. Righteous Felon beef jerky. I mean, they got a whole bunch of flavors. I'm not gonna lie, these flavors are as bold as the conversations that we be having on Real and Uncomfortable.
Facts.
That's for sure. And with flavors, with the Korean-inspired Soul Survivor, I see what you guys did there. We got the OG Hickory, and then we
yeah.
have Marilyn Monroe with the Chesapeake crab-inspired flavors.
All right, but that's not all. And let me pull up my phone to make sure I have this information right. So every bite of Righteous Felon jerky supports the Conservation Alliance, helping to preserve epic national parks. So we're talking about jerky with a purpose, okay?
All right, hold on. I gotta open up one of these real quick. Let me dabble into the habanero. That's the habanero.
Oh,
It's
of
the
course he picks the
habanero
spiciest
Escobar.
joint.
Of
Spicy.
course. No, because I tasted the Soul Survivor. It was hitting pretty good. So let me.
right.
Yeah, I can smell it from here.
Bro.
There we go.
I didn't try the habanero.
Listen,
God
I've never
damn.
seen G-Lo run that fast before.
Wow. No, this is hitting. Okay, this is a little spicy. I like this. I was looking at the back too. A nice little source of protein. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you want to get yourself some, make sure you check out righteousfelon.com and use the promo code POLY15.
Save that money.
Treat yourselves and treat the parks, and make sure you tune in to Real and Uncomfortable. All right, let's see if this one's a little bit better.
Plane tickets.
I am married, but my husband is not nice. There's a history of abuse. Ooh. Should we just stop there because
Wait,
Trigger
wait.
warning. Trigger warning.
yeah,
Trigger warning.
trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Abuse lately, it's mostly verbal. He calls me fat, worthless, etc. I have been talking to someone else. Here y'all go. I know it's wrong, but I really don't feel bad. I find myself wishing I was with this other person. Is me not feeling bad a sign that our marriage is over?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's done.
it's over. I mean, I'm not no funny shit. I think that maybe you should have take some steps to preserve yourself, your mental health
100%.
before this. I'm happy that you're seeking refuge and other things, but perhaps
Other people?
that other thing should have been distanced first.
Yeah.
That's the
I
only
agree.
thing. I think it's just order of operations. Yeah.
I never experienced an abusive relationship, but I have seen it, you know, like with
Yeah.
friends. And one thing I can say is that after that damage is so hard to undo.
Yeah.
So like going into a new relationship, the next person, you know what I mean?
They're gonna
Like
have to deal with that a little
yeah,
bit.
you're so vulnerable, so
Yeah.
raw, like so broken that it could either just dig you into a deeper hole. So I definitely recommend healing.
Yeah. I think if you guys, did they mention anything about couples therapy or anything
No.
like that?
Nah, she.
I've-
her
what-
couples
Her first
therapy
word was
is
abuse.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I just mean, I mean that to say that like getting past and healing the state of your relationship once those lines have been overstepped and crossed. That's something that needs professional intervention.
Yeah.
Just because you will not feel like that's a safe space, even like you may say it's just verbal, but even verbal abuse can affect the way in which you deal with, you know, relationships, intimacy, with just trust in general in people,
Yeah.
because this is a person who you are most vulnerable with.
Yeah.
So unless you were ready, willing, and able to take professional, you know, intervention, then I do feel like it's kind of beyond repair. I don't think you naturally get over that. That's kind of tough.
I feel like it's extremely disrespectful to participate in name. Like I would never call my significant other out their name.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I think that's a line that's
if it gets to that point, I'm gonna walk away. Like, you know, I may say the N word a little bit because that's just my, you know, word of choice. But other than that, like, don't do it to me. I'm not gonna do it to you. Like him having the intent to put her down shows a lack of respect.
That's abuse and control and
Yeah.
just toxic overall.
I do think that these things, because there are people who have, and while I don't condone it, their relationship allows for name calling, barbs, right?
What did you just say?
Like,
I'm trying to follow.
Okay.
yeah, okay, hear me out here.
I'm gonna wait.
It's not that. See, when you know that something is like, all right, somebody said it was a couple I was watching, a successful marriage. They said that part of staying married for so long is learning how to fight fair, right? And an abusive situation is different than, you know, an argument or a fight. But I do feel like one can lead to the other in the right circumstances, right? Say we're having an argument and, you know, me and my girl were going back and forth, and I'm like, look, I just don't feel like, you know, you're good with money. I'm trying to help you out. It's like, well, you're irresponsible. And it's like, look, I'm just trying to help you. It's like, well, that's why your father don't love you.
See, no.
You get what I'm saying? Like there's lines
No.
because you hit below the belt, right? If you take that financial conversation, like that's why you always broke. That's why you never had money. That's why I've always had to do this for you and this, that, or the third. It goes from a difficult situation where you may be arguing about
To a
money and the
personal
best way to
situation.
use it to now it's something personal.
Yeah.
And like that, where they may have talked about, I don't know, whatever, but it got to a point where he knew how that would affect her. He went that route and he tried to tear her down.
But I feel like the relationship is over if it gets to that point. Like if we can't build and you can't take criticism, or if like me giving you criticism causes you to react in that way to hurt me, then like what are we doing here?
Yeah.
No,
You know?
absolutely. I think so too.
There's no room for growth.
I think that relationship is over though.
Yeah.
That marriage is over.
It's way past over.
Yeah. And I think that by prolonging it, you're only giving yourself a chance to create more ties that keep you there.
Right.
Like whether it be, did she say they have kids or anything like that?
I didn't say anything about kids.
They were married. I know that.
They're married.
Yeah.
But
So
even with this like new relationship, it could look good because it's comparing to the abuse, but it could still be a bad
it could be a
relationship.
bad one. Yeah.
So
Knee-jerk reaction.
she need to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take some time for yourself, love. Take some time for yourself.
All right, we got one more. Oof. Okay, you ready?
Ah.
I'm
man.
thinking
The
about what we about to say.
No, I'm just saying the look that you gave. Just
I'm thinking about stop having sex with my boyfriend in hopes that our relationship grows stronger. Have any of you ladies tried this? What are your thoughts? Do you think it's a good idea on bettering your relationship?
Don't do it.
That, thank you all.
Don't do it.
What is the logic? What is I think she read Steve Harvey's book.
Yeah, right?
I'm
Think
not
like
gonna
a man.
lie to you guys. I did this.
Huh?
Yeah, I did.
You stopped having sex with your boyfriend?
Yeah.
What was the logic? Please elaborate. Please.
I personally did it because I was going through a spiritual journey and I was looking to get deeper. So a friend and I were like, you know what, like maybe this is a good period where we could like heal and do all this extra stuff. And then, yeah, I was planning on doing it until marriage.
Oof.
But I realized that it wasn't really like logical for me. I'm not saying that it's not the right thing for anybody to do. Like, you know what I mean? You're in charge of your own body, your own journey.
Yeah,
but I also realized it wasn't necessarily fair because, you know, I'm not saying it's like it's
No,
really
I
hard
get what you're saying.
to pair like, you know, your beliefs and your religion to
somebody else.
To somebody else.
Yes.
And I wanted to make it completely clear that this is a decision that I made and not, you know, my
Yes.
partner. But I also realized that it wasn't fair to make that decision alone in the relationship
there we go.
without.
There
go.
we go, Ray.
There we go.
This is why I rock with Ray, because she hit it on the nail. This is
From
it.
Tez? Wow.
No,
That
this
was
is
good.
it.
No, absolutely. I think people oftentimes leave
You
out
gotta
their
have
partner.
something like that. You gotta have a conversation with your
Yeah.
partner and make sure that you guys can both get on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's fair for you to just make that decision and be like, well, he needs to support
Yeah,
it.
he needs to. Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah. And I, like expect him. Like I realized too, like, you know, I could lose this person
Right.
because of this decision. And I mean, it was a growing process. I think I lasted like it was like 6 months or so. It was a while,
Yeesh.
5 to 6 months, maybe. I don't know. Didn't have a clock or a
Yeah.
counter, but it was a while.
And don't get me wrong, I know what some of the comments are gonna say, like, oh, if it's all about sex, then you should leave that person anyway. But I think that people disregard that the circumstances of your relationship and what y'all do is what y'all do and what they become accustomed to, how y'all bond, how y'all create that connection together. So you removing part of that in hopes that it fosters something else, it might work, but you are risking the fact that something else doesn't click and you've just removed another part that was helping y'all be together.
It was a good journey for me though. Like one thing I can say is that it gave me a lot of reinsurance.
It's good.
You know,
You knew he was there for you. Yeah.
the reaction too, like, wasn't like, bitch, I don't know what the fuck you want me. Like, you know, it wasn't even like crazy or nothing like that. It was
That's
like more
good.
so like, you know, why I don't really understand, but okay. Eventually, like, we talked about it, but like, I feel like now, like, I know that this is a partner that I would, you know, pursue to marriage, so I feel comfortable. Like, you know,
good.
I feel like I'm in a safe place, so it's okay for me. You know.
I think too, a lot of people, they feel like, I've heard some of my other female friends outside of Rayven, because she really my friend. I don't know. Look.
We friends. People just throw that word around anywhere.
Look, I'm saying though, when it comes to these relationships, people say that connection is sex and then the other stuff, right? It's sex versus the other stuff. And I think that, first off, everything should be done simultaneously, right? Everybody knows the love languages, right? Acts of service, physical touch, gifts, quality time, words of affirmation. All of those things should be done like in combination, right? Yeah, you do some more than others. Maybe you don't have a way with words. So you try to do more gifts, more quality time. You sit in silence, but they know you're there with them. Doing all of those things and reassuring this person that you are their person and that nobody else can come between y'all comes in a lot of different forms. Sex is one of them. Like, it shouldn't be, and I know as much as we throw around casual sex, and, you know I will defend ad nauseum that, you know, to men, sex is different than it is to women.
Not anymore.
But regardless of that, sex is a connecting thing in a relationship. And it allows for people to become closer together. Just make sure that, you know, you don't neglect certain things, because even if it's not sex, if you're neglecting words of affirmation, you may be harming the way that your partner thinks you think of them. If it's quality time you're neglecting, you may be formulating or fostering a seed that they think that you're annoying to them. You know, if it's gift giving, maybe they may feel like you don't think that they're worthy of certain things. And maybe it's not the money side of gift giving too. Let me clarify that. Sometimes it's just thoughtfulness. I went to the store. I saw they had your favorite candy. I grabbed it for you. Something as simple as that. But
Yeah, wasn't you who said you had a list of, you know, all
Her
wifey's
favorite
like
things?
favorite things?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's like amazing. You
Yeah.
know, just in case you forget. That's some
Definitely
good
forget.
stuff.
It's very easy to forget.
even like, you know, cheat code. When you're going to get food, right, and you don't know what she wants to eat, whatever, her favorite restaurants and her order.
Not just that, but you could hit her with, baby,
Hey, guess what I'm taking?
guess where I'm taking you. You're not going to believe it.
Y'all annoying.
Woo! She
And they going to hit you with the, no, you going to take me to, and you hit her
Yes.
with the,
Yes, I
yes.
What if it's a place that requires a reservation? Like, what y'all gonna do then?
You know what, though? You know what? You know
What
what?
y'all gonna do then?
You got to be aware of that. You know what I
Like,
mean?
next time,
That's a
next time
risk
somebody
you
asks me
take.
that
You gotta
question,
be
I'm
aware of
looking.
that.
I'm looking for.
See, she's trying
See
to
the
trap.
sabotage. Look, oh my God. Can't you just let the dudes get a win?
Oh
no
my
free passes
God.
over here.
Jeez,
Okay.
that's crazy. But yeah, I really do appreciate your answer there. Like, you know, you
Have a
said you had the
conversation,
conversation
man.
about it. Miss whoever you are who had that, you know, thought process, have a conversation. It may not end the way you think, and if it is important enough for you and yourself to create that, you know, get that confirmation that it's not just about sex, then maybe it is worth it if it ends.
Yeah, but she's saying like she wants her relationship to get stronger, and
Right.
you know what? Like, I don't recommend anybody having sex with somebody that they don't feel safe with.
True.
You know, so
True.
if they're together, then I don't think it's a bad idea for them to come to a grounds like, hey, this is what I need, like, you know, to see before
there you
I
go.
could be intimate, and then he can decide whether or not he can provide that. But otherwise, like, I don't think that she
Well, they-
should continue. You know,
So they were already having sex.
Oh,
She
yeah,
wants
he
to
was,
stop.
he was
Yeah.
already in them guts. He was already,
yeah.
he was already
Listen,
diving in there.
let's not give him. You
Look.
know,
My man was all
He
the
was-
way
he
in
was
there.
all
we
the
don't
way.
we don't know what size he is.
Halfway through, she
Jeez.
said,
Okay?
oh,
He could have been
Stop.
in the lips, not the guts.
God
oh
damn.
my
Okay? Maybe
God.
that's why she wants
Why
to
is he
stop.
catching straight?
Wow.
Why is this guy catching heat right now?
I'm just saying, y'all giving him too much credit.
She
You don't
obviously
know.
happy with dude.
Right.
She's
Like,
not happy.
No, she's not
No,
happy. Maybe
she's happy with
spiritual
the, yeah, she's
and
happy with
emotionally.
the sex.
The
She's
sex
not
is
happy with
fine.
everything else, so she's trying to
Right.
stop the sex
She's
so that
a-
he can work on the other.
Listen,
That's how I'm getting.
No,
it.
no, no, no. Listen, if she was happy with the sex, this wouldn't have been a question.
Jeez. That
'Cause-
might be the biggest indictment of them all. If you're giving a woman good sex, is that a pass on
No,
everything
wait.
else?
Not
No.
everything,
But
a lot of things.
I don't.
It
but-
wouldn't have been a question.
But I think that's what she's struggling with because she's like, okay, the
No.
sex is probably good.
She's, I'm gonna stop.
But he's not. He's not. Maybe financially he's irresponsible. Emotionally he's unavailable. All these other things are going wrong. The sex is good, but it's like
I'll do you one better.
If it was-
She's so enthralled by how good the sex is,
Right.
she's afraid that she's overlooking
right
these
the other
things.
issues.
This is what I remember when I
And
called
then
you
he's
guys a
getting a pass-
narcissist.
and he's getting-
Right? Remember when I called you a narcissist? Like, this is
I'm just
what I'm
saying.
talking about.
No,
I'm just
no,
playing devil's advocate. That's
No,
all
no,
it is.
I just
'Cause
know,
the
like-
point that you make seems valid.
Yes,
I'm
it
just
is.
trying to
It's
see
good.
the other side too. Like
No,
it could be that, but
I'm just saying that, you know, you ladies, you have a way of not wanting to be too vulnerable nowadays too. You said we flipped the game, we changed how dating's
did
done.
change the
Y'all gotta
game.
protect yourself. Cool, that's fine. It seems like that's what she's doing. That she feels like she's in too deep. She wants to take a step back, and she wants to collect herself and see if what she has is really serious.
Which is not a bad idea. Like, I'm a lover girl. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I know the dating world is not good for
It's
the
nasty
ladies out there.
out
It's
What?
bad.
it's not good for the men
We're not
either.
for the- yeah,
Okay,
what we
but
talking
I'm
The
about?
stories that I'm hearing,
Right,
my
But
God.
the dating world is trash, and I feel like, you know, us seeing all of these like failed relationships, I just feel
The
like
dating world is currently so bad that there are states now legislating mandatory paternity tests before the time of the birth certificate being
They should.
signed.
which I 100% agree with.
They should.
I agree with totally. Because I mean, sometimes you never know, and then there are dudes like my heart gets broken seeing like,
my God,
especially
Dudes
when
that
it
want
was
to take
theirs,
care of
they
their
no,
wanted
kids.
to-
but not even the dudes that want to take care of the kids, but the men that become fathers for their child. You know,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
you know what, my life is trash right now. Like let me do this, let me do that. Like my brother. Well, he's the father of his kids, but I'm just saying I watched him like up and move states. Like he was in Connecticut,
kids.
moved all the way to New Orleans, got a career that he doesn't even like. Like doing all this
Yeah.
stuff just to support the child financially,
Right.
and then see them here and there. You know,
But now
That would
imagine
be
if
devastating.
those weren't
his kids. Like
kids.
honestly, I would be in prison.
Yeah.
Okay, 'Cause-
Like
Speaking
that's
of-
tough.
Speaking of prison, there was one case where Miss got him locked up for missed child support payments, and the crazy part is like during the whole proceedings, when they found out he wasn't the father, the lady says, "Oh well, I know who the father is. I
So-
talked to him."
So she knew the whole
She
time.
knew the whole time.
The thing is, I couldn't be friends with somebody like that because if you can ruin somebody's life, like not making it selfish, but like you could do some shit like that to me. You don't respect yourself, like
No,
you know.
absolutely. That's
They need jail
diabolical.
time.
Yeah,
That's
no,
wild.
absolutely. There should be some jail time involved. But I mean, then you can't. It's hard to because then you take away another parent.
Yeah.
It's hard. I know.
My thing is
I know.
though, I just want to clarify that this is not a popular case. So just because this law is out here doesn't mean that that child's not yours. Like men, please take care of your children.
Well, they say that, what is it, 1/3 of most paternity tests,
32%.
come back as being not the father. Now, I will say that if you know anything about statistics, be aware that when you have any statistical number, you have to take into account that there are existing cases that had no reason to be tested
in the first place. Thank you. I'm glad you.
So,
I'm glad you
right.
said that. I'm really
Um,
glad you said that.
Yeah, of course. Now, again, that does mean, and I really hate this idea. Somebody threw the argument that, oh, well, it shouldn't, if you trust a woman, you shouldn't need a paternity test. I'm sorry. I think that's bullshit. I think that if you guys are in a good relationship, then if anything, it adds confirmation to her and peace of mind
It's
to her
reassurance.
that it is reassured that it is
Yeah.
undeniable that the man you love is indeed the father of your children.
I wouldn't even. I know like some women like feel offended, but like
That was it.
I was like
Feel
I
offended.
wouldn't even feel offended. Like if this is what you need, by all means, like
But that's why I think the only rational decision is to make it a legal thing.
Yeah.
That way it's out of the hands of everybody. As a man, you don't have to bring it into question. You don't have to feel like you don't trust your girl. It's just part of the deal. It's
And
just part of the situation.
I just feel like it's better for the kid because they're gonna grow up with, let's say, like daddy issues or something like that, and that's gonna affect how they grow into their relationships. And I think that's the reason why we have so much problem with relationships now because people
Poor examples
just
of them.
very poor examples.
Yeah.
Like-
We've already talked about it before. A lot of these situations are falling apart around us. So, again, try to heal yourself, love yourself before you can love somebody else. Be honest, truthful. and-
Beautiful.
Yeah. See, look at me dropping gems.
Listen, I don't know what it is today, but you on a roll. You must be under the influence.
There we go, baby.
Legally highest.
Legally. but on that note, unless you guys have any other confessions,
That was the last one.
yeah, there were some really uncomfortable ones in there.
1,000%.
We can revisit those at another time and revisit those in the comments. Let us know what you think as well. We're always open to hear you guys' takes on these things. Feel free to share as well. I know you got something you want to get off your chest. Maybe you witnessed a situation you don't really think is too right. Maybe you can finally speak on something that happened to you. We're here for it.
Keeping it anonymous. Don't use no real names. You know what I mean? Don't use names.
I love the ones with nicknames. Like
Give
big, like
nicknames.
Bigfoot and
Give nicknames.
Get
yeah.
fun with it.
Have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
Turtleneck Larry.
We would definitely
right?
love to talk about it.
Crazy.
But yeah, no, make sure you hit us up on Real and Uncomfortable on Instagram. Send us a DM or check the story every once in a while. You can respond to the story and we'll just take those and, discuss them on the show. All right?
Yes, sir.
Once
So-
again, it's been Real and Uncomfortable. I go by the name of E-Man Music.
Ray-Bans.
Ctez.
And we out.
It's a wrap.
I ain't looking for no handouts to say no.